Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Flame Trooper from Hot Toys. Now, I'm not even going to go into the box or anything like that. I'm just going to go straight into it. There is a huge problem with this figure, and the problem is the paint job. If you can't cherry pick the one you want, then I highly suggest not getting this guy, because look at the paint job on this. I looked through 6 of them, and this is the best I got. Look at that paint job. It's really, really bad. For something you're paying over 200 bucks for, look at that paint job. It's piss poor. The lines on top, it's not even, not really. For the most part, it looks fine up here. But the mouth section, it's really, really bad. Here's a close-up from the side. You can see the paint job. The person who's painting this does not have steady hands. Clearly see it throughout the mouth section and all the way to the side over here. You can see it's really bad. For something you're paying 200 bucks plus for, $200 plus, yeah, that is not good. And I would only recommend this figure if you could cherry pick it in person, so you could look through them and pick the one that looks the best. But if I mean, the fact that I looked through 6 of them and only found one, and still it looks kind of crappy, then yeah, if you're on the fence, I say spend your money on something else, not this guy, because it is not worth paying 200 plus for a paint job like that. But everything else looks fine. He was only in the movie for like, what, 5 seconds, so even character wise, I don't think it's worth getting. The backpack is kind of nice. There's no light up feature whatsoever, and it's held on by magnet. I could actually remove this. Okay, there's the magnet, and then this wire down here, it's a bendy wire, which is nice. I like that. The fact that you could pose it however which way you want. And range of motion for those guys is it's definitely better. Definitely better than the regular Stormtrooper, because some of the parts here is still has the, well, this one is just pushed up a little bit, but here on the arm you can still it still has that rubber piece that's covering the joint, and but over here on the shoulder section, it's all out of the leather material, so it's a lot easier for you to move the shoulder section, so you could have his arm raised without worrying that you will eventually break the undersuit here, because yeah, the size a little more better. Here you can see this is still rubber, that rubbery plastic, while the shoulder section, it's a pleather. And then same with the hips. It's the hip section, it's also that pleather-like material, but the ankles are still rubber piece. Alright, here's a comparison. I guess even with the Stormtrooper, with the rubber shoulder piece, he can still raise his arm pretty high, pretty much like the Flame Trooper here. And the hips, this one has an armor that's a little tighter, tight-fitting than the the Flame Trooper, but he is still not as articulated as he should be, even though it is a pleather-like material. I think if they use something even thinner, he might be able to raise his legs a bit more, but he is still pretty limited as far as mobility and range of motion. And here I have the flame effect piece attached to the flamethrower. Pretty nice. And you just pull this piece out. You see there are 2 pegs there, and then you just plug this in easy. I mean, it does look pretty cool, like that. But since this is a character that was only in the film for like 5 seconds, and with a paint job like that, I certainly don't recommend this guy. And here's another look. Here's the side. You can see that suit. It's that leather-like material. Armor pieces on him. And another thing I have to complain about is this base here. This middle piece. It doesn't really grasp him properly. Here you can see the hook section is not deep enough, so the armor does get in the way. You can see here, right here, he's trying to stand, but from the front you can see that piece is barely touching him. So you gotta be careful when you have him on the base here. And here's a closer look at the flamethrower. Nicely done. Again, this is a bendy wire, and it is detachable from up there. It's a pretty nice figure if you look from this distance, but when you look up close, again, it's pretty bad. Now, would I recommend this? Well, I already said that I won't. Definitely not worth the price you pay for this guy if you're paying him in full price. I would say wait a while, because this thing's not going to sell out, along with all the other Force Awakens troopers. None of them are selling out, and they make so many of them, I guess. Yeah. So I say if you can, wait a while. If you really, really want this guy, I say you will have to make sure you're able to cherry pick it in person, because if you order from Sideshow, they're just gonna tell you that it's a paint error, there's nothing they could do, and they're not gonna give you a replacement. So I would suggest wait a while till this thing goes down in price to about maybe $150 or so, then maybe it's worth it. But as of right now, it's not worth getting. It's definitely not worth getting. So there you go. There's the Hot Toys Flame Trooper. Thanks for watching. And I just want to show you one last look. Again, don't buy this. Not worth it. Don't waste your money like I did on this guy. Here you can see how bad this is. And again, out of 6 of these that I looked at, this is the best one. Really, really bad. And here's a comparison with the 3 troopers I have. I'm not counting the custom I made, the Jakku custom. So out of these 3, I would say the best one out of the 3 would be the Snowtrooper officer, because he does have a cloth suit, so his articulation is not limited to anything, and you could pose him however you want without having to worry that the suit, the undersuit, is gonna break or anything. But yeah, worst one is definitely the Flame Trooper, and the officer, it's I think this is the officer, I'm not sure, but this one's cool too. Yeah, First Order Stormtrooper, but I believe this is the officer, but whatever. But yeah, so there you go. Again, thanks for watching.